Master, I would like to clarify the relationship between consciousness and thought a bit more. It seems to me that if you're completely unconscious, you have no thoughts, and when you become more conscious, you have thoughts, and then when you become more conscious still, you have a different set of thoughts. And also, I think there's it's from my experience, there's a state where you have no thoughts, there's just silent consciousness. But are you perceiving thoughts like a radio? You're taking them from outside, or is thoughts coming out of consciousness? Or what is the intimate relationship between consciousness and thoughts? The other thing that appears to me, that thoughts are part of the outer world, the universe, part of the physical maybe, but I'd like to clarify that relationship more.
The idea that there is something physical, an external world, is itself merely a thought. It is similar to the way you conceive of an external world while dreaming. Of course, in your dreams, the world is constituted only of thought, but while dreaming, it seems as if external and as if solidly real. Similar is it in the waking state. There are times when thoughts appear, such as in the waking and dreaming states. There are times when thoughts vanish, such as in deep dreamless sleep, or when someone supposedly goes unconscious. That is to say, they lose sensory perception and mental conception, but they do not lose consciousness. Consciousness still is. To discern the distinction between mere thought and consciousness is useful, and to know yourself as consciousness and not as anything conceived in thought is very beneficial. Thoughts do not exist apart from the knowledge of them. The knowledge of them cannot be another thought, for one thought does not know another. Nor can thoughts know themselves. They are not self-luminous. Something else knows them. The known in the forms of thought appears and disappears. The knower, the thought-free consciousness, does not appear and disappear, but simply exists, and that eternally so. Because the reality is only one, if you ask about thought, it must be said that all thoughts are only the self, just as the whole universe is. But if you inquire within to know what the self is, you will find it to be worldless and without thought. It is of the nature of homogeneous consciousness. Being infinite, there is nothing outside it to create a thought. And being homogeneous, there is no cause within it to create a thought. Therefore, if you examine the nature of thought in meditation deeply, you will find that there is no such thing as thought. You will find that out by the dissolution of the notion of yourself as being a thinker. The consciousness is the reality, The real ever is, just as it is. Thoughts are unreal. How can there be a real relation between the real and the unreal? How can we speak of such? Contemplate it.
If thoughts are unreal, should we give up reading?
What makes you think of that?
Because why put all the attention on the unreal when we can be putting it into silence or consciousness, pure consciousness, which is real?
Yes, but why do you associate such with an action?
With an action? Sorry, I don't quite understand that.
The idea of doing something or not doing something is just an idea. The reality is found in inner knowledge, not by action. Similarly, inner knowledge or self-inquiry is not a matter of mental attention. Rather, that which knows the mental attention should know itself. Think it over if you like.
Okay. Thank you.